The 24-hour game show marathon is brought to you by MMCO Auto, with Porsche, Audi and Volkswagen dealerships and one of the largest selections of pre-owned vehicles in the Philadelphia area. Visit them at mmcoauto.com. Turkey Hill, imported from Lancaster County, makers of fine drinks, ice cream, frozen treats and more. Find locations and coupons at turkeyhill.com. Wawa. Wawa is your all-day, everyday stop for fresh, built-to-order foods, beverages, coffee, fuel services, and surcharge-free ATMs. Find your closest Wawa at wawa.com. Gotta have a Wawa. Newgrounds. Newgrounds.com has been the home of independent content creation for almost 2 decades. Find the future of animation, music, and art at newgrounds.com. Newgrounds. Everything by everyone.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It is 9 p.m. or close to 9 p.m. It is hour 9, nevertheless, of the 24-hour game show marathon. We're having a lot of fun, raising a lot of money for Child's Play. We're up to over $2,300 now, just $600 or so away from our goal of $3,000, which will then double thanks to our friends at MMCO Auto. So, GameShowMarathon.com is where you can watch the show and, most importantly, donate. And donate.GameShowMarathon.com if you just want to get right to the donating part. So, it's 9 p.m. Time for Split Second. This is one of my favorite games. We have 3 contestants ready to play. We have Kat. Hi, Kat.
Hi.
We have Brian. Hi, Brian.
Hello.
And we have Dave. Hi, Dave.
Hello.
Excellent. Okay. I'll quickly explain how the game works. Every question in this game has 3 answers, but I only need 1 answer from each of you. The 3 answers are going to pop up on your board there. I'm going to read the question. You buzz in whenever you think you know one of them, and it'll tell me in what order you guys buzz in. So if one of the 3 of you gives a correct answer by yourself, it's worth $25. If 2 of you get a right answer, it's worth $10. And if all 3 of you get a right answer, it's $5 a piece. So we'll do a couple questions like that. Round 2, the scores will double, and then we'll get into the final round, which I'll explain in just a little bit. All right, but we're going to start off with a real easy one. Fingers on your buzzers. And take a look at your board. Cavendish, Blue Table, Taylor's Gold. Each of these is a variety of fruit. Pick one and name the fruit it belongs to. Dave is first.
Cavendish is a pear.
Cavendish is a... No, it is not. Kat.
Taylor's Gold is a potato?
It is not. It's a fruit. Brian, want to try any of them?
I was going to say that.
Okay. Cavendish is a banana. Blue Table is a grape, like a table grape. And then Taylor's Gold is a pear. So nobody scores on that. We'll go to the next one. Take a look at the board. In American law, FOIA. In insurance, AFLAC. In NetSpeak, AAMOF. Pick one of these and tell me what the F stands for. Dave is first.
In American law, FOIA is freedom.
Freedom of Information Act, that's right. Kat.
In insurance, it's federal?
It is not. You don't have to try if you don't want to.
Okay, good.
Okay, here we go. So yeah, Freedom of Information Act. AFLAC is American Family Life Insurance Company, so family. And NetSpeak, AAMOF, as a matter of fact.
Oh.
I'm like
So,
looking IT things.
Dave, one correct answer gets you $25, and we go to the next question. Look at the board. Country whose name begins with O, mountain range with peaks over 8,000 meters, American Idol winner with 4 platinum albums. There's only 1 item in each of these categories. Pick one and tell me what, Dave?
Mountain range is the Himalayas.
That's correct. Pick one and tell me the only item that belongs in that category. Brian.
American Idol is Kelly Clarkson?
It is not. Kat, want to try? Okay, yeah, so country whose name begins with O is Oman. Mountain range is the Himalayas. And American Idol winner with 4 platinum albums, the only one is Carrie Underwood. Carrie Underwood is the one. So, Dave, another $25, up to 50.
Sorry, I don't know.
Take a look at the board. Number of slots in this game's wheel, atomic number of this S element, parallel that divides this country. A 38 special. Solve each clue. Dave.
Number of slots will be roulette.
Roulette is right. Solve each clue as it relates to the number 38. Kat.
Is the last one time zones?
It is not. That's okay.
Is the last
Brian.
one the Canadian border?
No. So parallel, the 38th parallel divides Korea into North and South Korea. Atomic number of this S element would be strontium, and then roulette is the one with the number of slots in the wheel. So another $25 for Dave, 75. Here comes another one. Take a look. Corrosion-resistant metal plating, 1982 Clint Eastwood action film, La Boheme, or The Magic Flute. Each of these refers to the name of a popular web browser. Pick one and name it. Brian.
Corrosion-resistant metal plating is chrome.
That's right.
Wow.
Dave.
La Boheme would be an opera.
Opera, right. Want to try the middle one? Cat?
Firefox.
Is correct. All three, $5 apiece. Yay! Very good. So Cat has 5, Brian has 5, Dave has 80. Take a look at the board. Cabot Trail, Stelvio Pass, Overseas Highway. Name the country in which you'd find each of these famously beautiful. Dave?
I'm going to guess the Cabot Trail's in Canada.
It is in Canada, the country in which you'd find each of these famously beautiful roads.
Overseas
Cat.
highway.
Oh, sorry, Brian, rather. Yeah.
Overseas highways. I just want to say Hawaii. I don't know why.
United States, close enough, yeah.
right.
Yeah. And Cat.
The middle one feels Italian.
It is from Italy, that's right. Another 3 correct answers for $5
Nice.
apiece. Cat and Brian tied with 10, Dave 85. And let me switch pages here. And look at the board. Mammoth, Village, Grudge. Pick one and tell me yes or no. Do each of these words come from Russian origin? Dave.
Village would be no.
Village is no. Cat.
Grudge, yes.
No, it is not. Brian, Mammoth?
Mammoth, yes.
Mammoth, yes. Yeah, that's the only one that comes from Russian origin. So Dave and Brian, 2 correct answers. Each of you get $10. And we'll take another one. King Toots, Phineas Q Butterfats, I Caramba. In the Simpsons universe, what does each of these stores... Dave,
King Toots is a music store.
it is. What do each of these stores specialize in selling? Brian's next.
Oh, iCarumba is eye care.
Yeah, glasses or
Yeah.
laser surgery. Right. Cat? Phineas Q Butterfats.
Butterfat.
No. Ice cream. Ice cream. So, again, Dave and Brian have a correct answer. That gives them $10 apiece. Kat has 10, Brian has 30, Dave has 105. And this is the last question in round number 1. Take a look at the board. Drew Carey, Dr. Ruth Westheimer, Fred, Mr. Rogers. Yes or no, did each of these celebrities perform military service? Kat.
Drew Carey, yes.
Yeah, United States Marine Corps Reserve. And Dave.
Dr. Ruth, yes.
Yes, it was trained as an Israeli sniper. And Brian.
Mr. Rogers, yes.
No, he didn't. Everyone thinks he did, but
I just
he
felt
didn't.
like he would.
Yeah. Well,
just came
it
along
was a
and
big
wanted to
rumor
take
that he
off.
did. Right. But yeah, so Kat and Dave get $10 apiece because they got 2 correct answers. That's how this game works. So Kat has 20, Brian has 30, and Dave has 115. And we're going to move on to round 2 of Split Second in just a second. But first, I want to remind you once again, donations for Child's Play are the reason why we are doing this show for you this evening, this morning, tonight, tomorrow, and the next day. We are getting, again, close to our goal of $3,000. At that point, that doubles to $6,000. Our friends at MMCO Auto, who have helped us year after year, are going to match our $3,000 donation. So it is really important to us that we get to $3,000 before 12 noon tomorrow. So again, donate.gameshowmarathon.com is the direct link to our donation page where you can donate to Child's Play, a wonderful charity, on our behalf. And then gameshowmarathon.com is where you can watch the show. Hopefully that's where you're watching it right now. Thank you very much. Okay, round 2. Everyone ready? Okay. Everything doubles a little bit. So if all 3 of you give a correct answer, it's $10. If 2 of you give a correct answer, it's $25. And if all 3 of you get a correct answer, it is worth $50. So this is the second one before the countdown round. That's impressive, isn't it? Okay. Look at the board, everyone. Alumni, criteria, phalanges. What's the singular form of each of these? Dave.
Alumni is alumnus.
That's not the answer I have here. What is the singular form of each of these words? Brian.
Criteria is criterium.
I'm sorry?
Criterium.
No. Cat.
Phalange.
Donations
No, so-
received.
Yay! So alumni, I have the proper word as alum. Criteria is criterion. And phalanges, a phalanx is a singular form of phalanges.
No.
That's too
So
close.
nobody gets any score.
I think Dave was right. We should just
We'll go to the next one.
I think I'm doing good. Thanks.
He'll take his hat.
Okay. Humps on a Bactrian camel. Teaspoons in a tablespoon. Pillars of Islam. Pick one and Dave.
2 humps on a camel, Bactrian camel.
That is right. Pick one and tell me how many. Cat.
4 teaspoons in a tablespoon?
No. Brian, anything? Brian.
3 teaspoons in a tablespoon.
3 teaspoons in a tablespoon, yeah, and 5 pillars of Islam. So Brian and Dave, 2 correct answers, $25 apiece in round 2. Cat at 20, Brian 55, Dave 140. Look at the board. 3, 3, 4, 3, 4. 6, 5, 4, 3, 1. 1, 1, 4, 5, 1. Dave.
Which way are we going? I'm going to say the top one is 25.
Incorrect. I'll give you the question. I'll give you the question. Let me just put my page here. In Yahtzee, which scoring category would yield the most points for each of these rolls? Cat.
The last one. I don't know if I understand the question.
Each of these is a roll in Yahtzee. What would give you, like, what if you put each one in a category, which one would give you the most points?
Is 6 the thing in Yahtzee? It's always too loud for me to play.
Yahtzee's too loud for you?
Yeah, it's like, bah, 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 bah. I don't have time for that. What? How do you play Yahtzee?
Brian?
So the second one, I think?
Is?
Straight?
Okay,
Oh, how
this
many
one's
points
probably
do you
my
need?
fault. Okay.
I don't know how many
We'll
points
just-
you need.
That's not
okay,
the point, it's
so
just the
what I
category.
meant was like in Yahtzee, if you throw each of these, like, you know how you roll and you have to put it into a certain category
Right.
to score a thing? So the most you would get for number 1, that would be a full house.
Right.
Because you have 3 of one, 2 of another. The middle one is a small straight, so you have 6, 5, 4, 3. That's the small straight. And then 3 of a kind would be the last one because you have the 3 ones.
Right.
This was my fault. Let's pretend this one never
I didn't know
happened.
which one was the.
That's okay. Everyone take a look at the board. Mellow Gold,
deserve money.
Hail to the Thief, X and Y. Dave.
X and Y was Coldplay.
That's correct. Name the artist or group behind each rock album.
I knew X and
Cat.
Y.
Mellow Gold is Hershey's.
It is not.
It's that new bar. You're pushing it real hard.
Okay, so Mellow Gold is back. Hail to the Thief, Radiohead, and then X and Y, Coldplay. Dave, $50 for a right answer.
Oh my gosh, that was so funny.
190. Cat 20, Brian 55. Take a look. Maryland, Pennsylvania, Nevada. Alphabetically, what state comes after each of these? Dave.
Maryland would be. No.
Okay. Cat.
Pennsylvania, Rhode Island?
Correct.
Wow.
Brian,
Um,
if you want.
no.
No? Okay. Maryland after would be Massachusetts.
Yeah.
After Nevada would be New Hampshire. One correct answer for Kat gets her $25. She is now in second place with 70. Right.
Gets her $50, doesn't it?
$50, that's what I
was
meant.
like,
$50,
New England's not a
$50,
state.
you're up
I
to
can't
70.
say
Take a look at the board. Wet math. Veil is cut. Again last. Unscramble each book of the Bible. Dave.
Wet math is Matthew.
Wet math is Matthew, right. Cat.
Velas cut is Leviticus.
Leviticus.
Nice.
Yes. I'm just going to politely skip this question for Brian.
There you go.
Wet math, Matthew. Veil is cut, Leviticus. Again last was Galatians.
Oh,
no,
goodness.
that was-
So 2 correct answers, $25 apiece for Kat and Dave. Kat is at 95, Brian 55, Dave 215. Jim's Gym, Runaround Zoo, real movies, yes or no? Were each of these fictional places one of the possible locations of your secret crush in the 90s board game Dream Phone? Brian,
Real movies, yes.
real movies, yes. Kat,
Jim's Gym, yes.
Jim's Gym, yes. Dave, Runaround Zoo?
I'll say no.
No, absolutely right.
I'm really sad.
You have to buzz
Yeah,
in.
buzz in.
This one's-
There you
I
go.
was confident.
3 correct answers, $10 apiece.
I know.
That would throw you for a loop a little bit, didn't
Yeah.
it? Ha ha. Okay, next question. Take a look. Melissa and Doug, Callard and Bowser, Mitchell and Ness. Name the types of each item. Name the type of items each pair is. Cat,
Melissa and Doug is like wooden toys for kids.
kids' toys. That's right. Name the types of items each pair is most notable for producing.
Callard and Bowser make couches.
They don't.
Okay, I had no idea.
That
I
would
just
be
Dave, want to try anything?
sounded good, right?
Dave?
Mitchell and Ness make couches.
They don't. They make throwbacks. So somebody makes couches. Who makes a couch? Melissa and Doug Kids Toys. Calvin and Bowser make Altoids. That's the company that
Oh,
makes Altoids.
yeah.
And Mitchell and Ness make like fitted hats and stuff. Yeah.
My head's too big for this.
So Kat has the only correct answer. $155 is her total.
Get 'em.
And here comes the final question in this round. Take a look at the board. On the Australian flag, in the Big Dipper constellation, on the panel of match game. Dave?
On the panel match game is 6.
Right. Give me the number of stars you'd find on each of these.
Oh, shit.
Or 5 was in the 90s.
Right.
That's bonus points.
Do I lose points if I answer?
No. Kat. Oh, Brian first.
7 on the Big Dipper?
Yeah, 7 stars.
Oh, I counted 8.
Kat, on the flag of
I went
Australia.
1, 2, 3, 4. 13.
No, 6.
Right.
Also 6. So, Brian and Dave, 2 correct answers, $25 apiece. And at the end of round 2, Dave is in the lead with 250, Kat with 155, and Brian with 90. And we are going to head into the final round of split second. It is the countdown round. This is the round that determines the winner of the game. And we do this by running a little race. Each of our players has a score that they've earned by the end of round number 2. And depending on that score, that will tell us how many correct answers they need to give in order to win the game. Now, Kat was in second. Right. So Dave was in first place. Dave only needs 3 correct answers to have a chance at winning the game. Kat was in second place. She'll need 4 correct answers. And Brian was in last place. He'll need 5.
That was me.
That's
I know.
okay.
I forget how to do the buttons for that.
That's okay.
Yeah. I have it on a piece of paper.
I think
Okay,
he was
cool.
offering to take one of my questions.
All right. So Dave needs 3. Kat needs 4 answers. Brian needs 5. So once I read a question in this round only, you can give 1, 2, or all 3 answers. You can run the board if you want. So if you're right, I'll say correct. You can continue, and then you can give another one if you want. So you can, Dave, go out on the very first question with 3 correct answers. Okay? All right. Here we go. Good luck. Look at the board. Cujo, Bruiser in Legally Blonde, Otis in The Adventures of Milo and Otis. Name the breed of each of these big screen dogs. Brian.
Oh, God. Was Bruiser a Chihuahua?
Bruiser was a Chihuahua. You can continue.
Was Cujo not a German Shepherd, what's that other thing? That other big giant, I lost it.
That's okay. Dave?
Cujo was a Doberman?
No, he was not.
Do it.
Kat, want to try?
No, those points.
No.
Is Cujo a St. Bernard?
Hit your button.
Oh. Is Cujo a St. Bernard?
Yes, and you
Yes,
can give the
that's
last
what
one
I
if you want.
Oh.
Otis?
Greyhound.
No, Otis was a pug.
Oh,
Otis was a pug.
I
Okay,
tend to look
so
the other way at
Kat now needs 3. Brian needs 4. Dave still needs 3. Look at the board.
It's up to you.
Punk rock, Hooverville, weirdo. In which decade did each of these terms first? Dave?
Hooverville would be the 30s.
That's correct. Continue.
Punk rock would be the
That
70s.
continue. One more and you win the game.
Weirdo would be the
We
50s.
have 1950s, and that's game. Beautiful. All
I
right.
definitely did not know when Weirdo came
Neither would I
about.
was a guess.
Very good. So Dave is the winner of split second just as fast as that. Was this fun enough that you want to use the rest of these questions before I pack this up?
Do it
Yeah,
up.
absolutely.
All right, cool. We'll just do these for fun then. Okay.
You want to do like one each? Like
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, you don't have to buzz in or anything. You can just do it.
I still
Okay.
want to.
Existing from birth, countless, guiltless. Pick a definition and give me the word beginning with INN that fits it.
Countless and measurable.
Bob.
Innumerable.
Can you bring me my iPad
Innumerable,
real quick?
yeah, or measurable.
My iPad?
Innate for the first one.
Innate, right.
Innocent.
Yeah,
innocent,
right.
yeah. And
I did not
we'll do
understand
another one. 2008, Tropic Thunder. 2002, Antoine Fisher. 1961, One-Eyed Jacks. Name the actor-director behind each of these films.
Gosh.
It should. Yeah, it's the one hooked up, plugged in.
Tropic Thunder, Ben Stiller.
Ben Stiller, yeah.
Makes sense.
One-Eyed Jacks is in Twin Peaks.
So One-Eyed Jacks was Marlon Brando, and then Antoine Fisher was Denzel Washington.
Yeah,
I knew he did it. I didn't know he directed it too. That's cool.
Have we had enough?
No, keep going.
Yeah, I'm curious.
Eggs over easy, snickerdoodles, traditional Chicago hot dog. Pick one and tell me how it's traditionally cooked.
The Chicago hot dog's boiled, I think.
No,
No, it's not.
no.
Are snickerdoodles baked?
Yeah, it's steamed. You said
Sorry, I
it.
had to go easy with that one.
Eggs would be fried, I guess.
Right. Snickerdoodles are baked. They're a cookie.
Cookie.
They're a
So I was like,
cookie.
I gotta go for the easy answer.
What's the hot dog?
Sorry, Kat.
What's the hot dog?
Oh, steamed.
Oh, steamed. Okay.
Oh, steamed, yeah.
Florence
And
of the Machine.
Right, and the Four Seasons and the Machine.
You can
and
stop
Blue
pushing the
Notes.
buttons now. Thanks.
Frank,
You didn't have to hit the button.
But I like the button.
I know, but you
Frankie Valley.
Frankie Valley and the Four
Are
Seasons.
you ready for this one?
Yeah.
Harold Melvin.
Harold Melvin of the Blue Notes, yeah.
How did you get so
How'd you get from Florence to all those other notes?
What's that?
Florence and the Machine are relevant.
Frankie Valley?
Frankie Valley were in the Hall of Fame. They're big. Harold Melvin, no.
Okay.
No one should know about how
So-
we're freaking Harold
Oh,
Melvin,
you
the Blue
argue about
Notes.
Harold Melvin of the Blue Notes. That was split second. We're going to be right back. Taskmaster is coming up next. Stay right there.
And Dana is nowhere to be found.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I cannot find her at all.
We'll have to
Ignore the fact that she's...
commiserate her in memoriam.
Exactly.
All right, cool.
Dana died.